I'm Dr. Maya Sterling, and here I bring to light the darkest confessions people share behind closed doors. If you're new here, subscribe and stay tuned, because today's story is about a husband who couldn't hide his obsession with his wife's sister, and the devastating way it all came crashing down. Her name was Isla. She came to me with her voice shaking, saying, "He never wanted me." Not really. He wanted her. From the outside, Isla's marriage looked picture perfect. A stable home, years of marriage, no obvious cracks. But inside the walls, there was a quiet humiliation that gnawed at her every single day. It started small. Isla's husband would casually compliment her younger sister, Lila. "She always knows how to dress," he'd say at family dinners. Or, "You should try working out like Lila, she's in such good shape." At first Isla brushed it off. After all, people notice beauty, and maybe he was just being thoughtless. But over time the remarks became constant. Every time her sister visited, his eyes lingered too long. Every gathering turned into a comparison. Isla began to feel like a shadow standing next to her own sister. The breaking point came one night after a family wedding. Isla had spent hours getting ready, choosing a dress she thought her husband would love. But when they arrived, his attention was locked on Lila. He leaned over to Isla and whispered, "Why can't you wear something like that? Look at how incredible she looks." That was the moment Isla realized the man she married wasn't just admiring her sister. He was infatuated. Months passed and the obsession grew bolder. He followed Lila on social media, liking every picture, dropping subtle comments that made Isla's stomach twist. Sometimes when Isla confronted him, he brushed it off with excuses. "You're imagining things. I'm just being nice." But Isla wasn't imagining it. One evening she came home earlier than expected, and what she found shattered her world. Her husband was in the living room, sitting far too close to Lila, their hands almost touching, the kind of closeness that screamed something more than family. When confronted, he didn't deny his feelings. In fact, he admitted them. He told Isla coldly, "I married you, but I should have waited for her. She's everything I wanted." That sentence was a knife straight into Isla's chest. The fallout was ugly. Lila swore she never encouraged it, that she was blindsided by his confession. But the damage was done. Isla couldn't look at her husband without hearing his words. She couldn't look at her sister without feeling betrayed by circumstance. The marriage crumbled fast. Divorce wasn't just a legal battle. It was a war of humiliation. He spread rumors that Isla was bitter and jealous, painting himself as the victim. Family gatherings turned toxic, with everyone whispering about the scandal. When Isla told me her story, her hands trembled as she admitted the worst part. She still questioned if she had been enough. That's the cruelty of betrayal. It makes the innocent doubt themselves, while the guilty walk away without shame. She whispered, "He broke my marriage, but he also broke me. And I don't think I'll ever trust love again." Some scars aren't visible, they're etched into self-worth. Isla's story is proof that sometimes, the deepest betrayal isn't just physical cheating, it's emotional obsession, and the cruelty of being compared to someone you can never stop being related to. What would you do if your partner admitted wanting your own sibling? Walk away immediately or fight to hold on? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe, because the stories I share aren't just confessions, they're warnings.